What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. Liverpool have 2 days left in the January transfer window. The deadline is on Monday, January the 3rd at midnight Europe time, that's 11 p.m. UK time. And there are some reports that's suggesting that Liverpool might pursue the signing of Jorrel Hato if they could pull this off in the January transfer window. Right now Liverpool had a fully fit squad going into the Bournemouth game, then Arne Slot got injured, so we only have one fit right back at the moment, but we have until Thursday to play Tottenham, so the Liverpool players will be well rested for the Tottenham game, and then we play Plymouth in the FA Cup where we can rotate, and then against Everton we can go full strength as well. But Trent's hamstring injury is a concern, and Liverpool could do with another signing in the January transfer window. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think Liverpool need to sign another player in the January transfer window, potentially Jorrel Hato, who is a centre back who can play at left back, or is the squad good enough and deep enough to sustain the Premier League title challenge, to sustain the challenge for the League Cup, the Champions League, the FA Cup, because Liverpool are going for all trophies this season. And according to the journalist Rudy Galletti, Liverpool are considering making a move for Jorrel Hato in the January transfer window, and they could fast track their plans to target him for the summer transfer window, similar to what we did with Luis Diaz. With Van Dijk's contract situation still in the balance, both Real Madrid and Chelsea have recently inquired about Hato, and Liverpool chiefs might feel a need to act now rather than wait for another few months. And in this video we will take a look at Jorrel Hato's background, his emergence through the Ajax youth system, and also what some Ajax coaches said about Jorrel Hato as well. And also we have Lewis Steele in this video, a Liverpool-based journalist, revealing Liverpool's transfer strategy for January and for next summer. Ajax don't really want to sell their best defender in January. An offer in the region of 30 to 40 million euros, which is 25 to 30 to 33 million pounds, might persuade them to cash in on a player whose versatility and long-term potential is highly valued by Arne Slot. And Hato was recently spotted in attendance at Liverpool during Liverpool's 4-1 win against Ipswich. Chiesa was the only addition in the last 12 months for the Liverpool squad. We signed Mamadashvili for next season as well. But Liverpool have used the January transfer window to great effect in previous years, because we signed Luis Diaz recently in January and Cody Gakpo as well. The Liverpool recruitment team don't usually consider signing players who haven't played 150 senior appearances in football, but Jorrel Hato only has 92, but he is already very mature, playing more maturely beyond his years. And Milos Kerkez ruled out the possibility of a move to Liverpool in recent days. Could Jorrel Hato be Liverpool's long-term solution at left back? And Arne Slot revealed that even though Liverpool haven't done much in the transfer windows recently, they are working on improving their squad. People sometimes question this because they haven't seen us doing a lot in the transfer market in the summer and now in the winter as well. But there is a reason for that, because we are happy with the squad as it is. But I do know that we are definitely working on strengthening in the summer, and that would mean, in my opinion, that we will, for the upcoming years, if the players keep working this hard, be able to challenge for every trophy we are playing for. And those are very encouraging words by Arne Slot. I think Liverpool have to retain at least 2 of the big 3 stars whose contracts expire at the end of the season for Liverpool to challenge for trophies. I mean, it would be almost a miracle if Liverpool lost 2 of the big stars of Van Dijk, Salah and Arne Slot and still challenged for trophies and titles next season. And we would have to nail the transfer window. But Liverpool have one big positive, and that is Arne Slot, an absolute genius manager. And we have Richard Hughes, who is a brilliant sporting director. He didn't have to do a lot of transfers so far because Liverpool's squad is so good, so strong. You could see we are the best team in the Premier League. We have probably the best squad in the Premier League right now. So Liverpool didn't have to do much work until now. But Richard Hughes, definitely we need to do some big transfers in the summer. And let's look at Jorrel Hato, who is Ajax's latest teenage talent, and we will look at his career so far. So even though Hato is hugely talented, somehow the Feyenoord Youth Academy didn't pick him up, and he ended up signing for another club in Rotterdam, the smaller club Sparta Rotterdam. But then when his talent was discovered, he signed for the Ajax Youth Academy in 2018, and he had to consider a lot of things making that move. He said, Hato said, at the time I had to think about it for a while because I was comfortable at Sparta Rotterdam. At Ajax, fortunately, I was well taken care of and I could immediately be myself. In 2022, after impressing through the age groups, Hato was handed his maiden professional contract, a life-changing event that kept him awake with excitement the previous night. I knew I was going to sign my first contract. My sleep was not optimal as a result, but I was super happy, and he got his first team break towards the back end of the 22-23 season, and he would end up starting Ajax's final 6 league games in the Eredivisie. Feyenoord had already had the league title sewn up by that point, managed by Arne Slot, of course. So blooding the youngster made sense for Ajax, but his position in the first team was far from guaranteed for the following season. But Ajax lost a lot of key players in the summer. Mohamed Kudus and Edson Alvarez were sold to West. 12 players arrived at Ajax, and the key piece of business from Hato's perspective, though, was Jurrien Timber joining Arsenal. This freed up a starting spot in the backline, and Hato made sure he did everything he could during pre-season to secure it. When his side's Eredivisie opener against Heracles came around, and he was playing already at centre-back at the heart of the defense, and he became a key piece of Ajax. While Hato was seriously impressing, he even chipped in with an assist in that game, and Hato has become indispensable for Ajax. But Ajax had a very tumultuous season last season, a boardroom chaos, controversy over the signings of sporting director Mislintat, and they even changed the manager a few times. Throughout all this turmoil, the one constant in Ajax's team was Hato. The defender has not missed a single second of his side's season in all competitions, even being handed the captain's armband in the Eredivisie. He then started the Europa League clash against Brighton as a captain as well the following month. And speaking after the Brighton game, Van Schip was full of praise for Ajax's youngest ever captain. He was the Ajax manager at the time. He's special in the sense that he has been able to stand his ground for so long, and that he continues to reach such a high level. Of course, he's still a young player, the youngest one, who still has a lot to learn. But if you look at what Hato brings to the team, the way he defends, the way he can play football forward, he has a great future ahead. We don't have a lot to do a lot because he's an exemplary professional. Of course, he has fun with the boys, and that's something that needs to happen because that makes sure that you train happily. But he's also a very serious guy in the sense that he trains well, he takes care of himself. Many should see him as an example, especially the players in the youth academy. So Hato, even at 18 years old, is a model professional. And of course, he likes to joke around, but when it comes to training, when it comes to looking after himself on the pitch and off the pitch, he is exemplary. And that is surprisingly good for an 18-year-old, because usually 18 years old are still kids. I remember when I was 18, I had a lot of fun with my friends in high school and later on in university. But yeah, when it came to being professional, an 18-year-old shouldn't behave like Hato does, but that shows that he's ready for professional football. And he's now the Netherlands international. Ronald Koeman called him up and he said, I was able to assess him better in the training sessions there. He had to defend Wout Weghorst and other attackers. I really liked that. He adapted very easily. He plays with bravado. It's nice that you can let those kind of boys make their debut, because Hato made his debut against Gibraltar. Hato's emergence from the youth academy proves that when it comes to forging the next generation of global stars, few clubs do it better than Ajax. And the teenager is very much of the Ajax mold. Technically sublime, possessing a football IQ that defies his tender years, Hato is the archetypical modern defender. He has no issue breaking the lines with his forward passes, relishes pushing into midfield to help his sides build up. This is reflected in the 94% pass accuracy he has registered in the Eredivisie this season. He's also averaging over 5 progressive passes per 90 minutes. Hato's ability to carry the ball is even more impressive. His quick feet and coolness under pressure means just one player, Feyenoord's David Hanko, has racked up a higher progressive carrying distance in the Eredivisie this season. Hato's ability to drive his team forward from the back has been pivotal to Ajax's resurgence under Van Schip. Ajax haven't lost a league game since he took over as manager, so he's still the manager of Ajax. Defensively, there is a lot to like about Hato's game as well. He does not go out looking for tackles, preferring to choose his moments to dispossess attackers. The fact he has been booked just 3 times in the league all season, while committing only 5 fouls, even though he played every minute, speaks well of his discipline, particularly at such an early stage of his career. Of course, he has room to improvement. Hato himself identified an area that he needs to improve. He said, defensive heading is something I need to start working on. I had the ball to the wrong color too often. I like that. He has a sense of humor as well. 2 years on, this is something that probably requires further work, particularly if Hato wants to survive in one of Europe's most physical leagues. He's so young, there is still plenty of time for him to grow and improve. This is reflected in the numbers. Hato winning just 54% of his aerial duels in the Eredivisie this season. His one-on-one defending could use some fine-tuning as well, with only around half of his attempting tackles ending in success in 2013-14 season. In an interview last year, Hato also revealed his desire to become a better communicator on the pitch. I need to coach more, much more I think. That's what I'm focusing on the most right now. At Ajax we want to form a real team on the field, so you have to communicate well, you have to demand things from each other, but also help each other, making things easier for all of us. And Hato looks set to follow in the footsteps of Matthijs de Ligt, Timber, Lisandro Martinez, all technical defenders who earned big money moves to top European clubs coming through Ajax. Hato's ability to play across the backline means that he should be likened to Timber as well, not just de Ligt. And Lucas Hernandez is another great player who came through the Ajax system. He's playing for Paris Saint-Germain at the moment. And like Lucas Hernandez, Hato has spent the majority of his career splitting his time between central and left-sided defensive roles. And both are great passers, though the youngster has some development to do if he wishes to become as good as the World Cup winner Lucas Hernandez. So that is a very comprehensive, detailed rundown on Hato's career and what he's good at right now, while also highlighting some of the attributes that he needs to improve on. And Liverpool scouts have already watched Hato for many months, so Liverpool know about his strengths and weaknesses. Maybe the best move for Liverpool is to sign him in the summer when he has another half a season to grow and develop and to play regular football at Ajax, because right now, if he comes in at Liverpool, he would maybe be 3rd or 4th choice centre-back at Liverpool, and at Ajax he's first choice and he's playing every game. But also, he could come in at left back. Andy Robertson is 31 in March. Kostas Tsimikas is going to be 29 later this year, so Liverpool might sell a left back in the summer and bring in Jorrel Hato to play as the main left back for Liverpool. But Hato said that I don't want to leave this winter. I want to finish the season at Ajax. I also read the reports and know that everything is not true. For my development, it is best that I stay at Ajax now. I was invited to Liverpool by Ryan Gravenberch. I did not speak to a director there. Liverpool played well. The atmosphere in the stadium was good, but that is all I can say. So Ajax defender Hato just cooled down these transfer rumors that maybe Liverpool might sign him in January. But definitely in the summer there is big possibility of Hato moving to Liverpool, moving to the Premier League. And on the overlap, David Ornstein and other contributors discussed Liverpool's approach in the transfer market. Some fans said that we were in a very similar position last season, but we had a lot of injuries, we ran out of steam, ended up not winning the thing. But yeah, that was under Jurgen Klopp, where we played with much higher intensity, we had a lot more injuries, and we didn't have as much control in games as we did under Arne Slot. So hopefully Liverpool will be able to sustain this title challenge until the end of the season. And of course there is a bit of shiny new player syndrome with new transfers, but equally since Arne Slot came in, not a lot have happened in the transfer windows. One of the guests on the overlap argued sometimes signing players can be the solution, but if Gravenberch was mentioned there, I think he's a great example. Liverpool didn't sign a player and Arne Slot's brilliance solved an issue. He put Gravenberch in the team, he coached him, and he became a world-class player this season. A coach's role is not almost just buying players, it's actually improving the players that he inherits. And Arne Slot definitely improved Gravenberch, Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, even Mo Salah has improved since last season. Mo Salah already has more goals and more assists in the league, in the Premier League than last season. Chelsea fans at the moment are going, we need to sign players. That's the last thing we need. Surely if this manager is capable, he will be able to find a solution within the players that are already there. I mean, it's crazy that Chelsea fans want new players after spending £1.5 billion and signing like 50 players in the last 2 years or 3 years. Liverpool haven't bought anyone this window. They didn't really buy anyone in the summer apart from Chiesa. There must be a big pot of money there to buy whoever they want maybe next. David Ornstein said, I'm not aware of Liverpool making moves in this market. It gets incredibly toxic at pretty much every club on social media. It's become a sport within the sport and many seem to care far more about the transfers than the actual football. Of course, we always want our club to improve and to sign new players. But right now, with Liverpool's squad being almost fully fit bar the injury to Trent Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool are very well equipped to cope with the second half of the season, mainly because of Arne Slot rotating the team very well and because of the control that Liverpool have. Liverpool don't have as much high intensity, we don't sprint as much, both in attack and in defense, so the injuries are lower. And that's credit to Arne Slot and credit to the whole Liverpool backroom staff. So long may it continue. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.